Hello, my courageous Capricorn, and welcome to your monthly abundance bonus. This is just a general reading, so please do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, check out your monthly general reading if you haven't had a chance yet. Otherwise, we will go ahead and kick this one off. We do a 3-row column. The first row is where you are now. The middle row will be indicative of what you may or may not see coming in the abundance realm. And the bottom row will be spirit or whomever you look to for your higher divination, their advice to you. So let's go ahead and see what it's looking like for you, shall we? All right. Let's see what we've got out here. And then we will certainly get some abundance cards at the end for some clarifiers, okay? Let's see what we've got. All right, so it does look like you've had some strife lately, okay? We've got the 5 of Wands here, and it's kind of letting me know that some things have been going on, possibly at work, possibly at home, could be with finances, could be with job, things like that. But I do feel like you've had some strife, and it could be involving, monetary issues, problems around money, problems around jobs. Could be just relationships, and that certainly can affect your abundance as well, because abundance is more than just, finances, right? Your mental health is, how abundant you are is all affected by that, right? So like if you're having a crap family life for the month or whatever, you're not feeling very abundant, right? So this could be any number of things. Take it as it resonates for you personally, but I'm definitely seeing you've been going through some strife, kind of conflict up against it. But I do see that you have the Temperance card next. So I do feel like you are, you do have choices, you have decisions, okay? And you're being very contemplative about those. So I do feel like you're in a good place that you're able to kind of make a decision. This could be what the conflicts are about. Maybe there are certain people who want you to decide one thing, certain people who want to decide another. Those could be some things that they're, this could even be inner strife for some of you, this could be inner conflict here where, you have the choices, but you really kind of have, maybe you've got decision fatigue. A lot of people are having that now. I personally have that right now, but it's like, I don't want to make decisions. It's very hard for me. Even when I want to stand and think about it, it's like, I'm so burnt out right now on decision making for myself, for my family, for my kids, for everything, that it's like, almost just somebody tell me what to do half the time. So, you may be faced with a couple of options, and that's a good thing, right? But at the same time, you're like, wow, that can cause a lot of inner turmoil too. So that it's possible that that's the situation, but I do feel like you at least have options, right? So that's better than a lot of situations where there are no options, okay? So I do see the King of Swords in reverse, and I do feel like this is a situation that is causing this turmoil, okay? So this could be either, this is obviously a kingly type figure, so gender is neutral, but I do feel like this is somebody who could be a high up person in your family, like a spouse, a parent, a, older sibling. This could be somebody at work, if this is a situation at work, okay, that, is a boss that's really making things hard on you, and you've got this decision to make, like, do I stay or do I go? Do I apply out into a different department? Do I report them because they're being, unfair? I feel like they're treating me, completely poorly compared to other workers. I don't feel like I'm being treated right. Is this an HR call that should be made? But for whatever reason, I feel like this person is really, they've turned things on their ear. That's why they're upside down, because a kingly state should be somebody who's fair and just and kind and, should be very much a just leader, a ruler that makes, good decisions. And this is a person who's just not being right, not being fair to you right now. I don't feel like they are treating you in a way that you feel is fair, and it is kind of making you have to weigh some things out and make some choices, I do believe. So take it as it resonates if this is someone at your work or someone at your home. I do believe this is, though, the cause of this strife. I feel like very much this person is directly related to that strife and to what decisions you feel like you are really needing to make. So let's see what we've got, though, in the middle row here that might help kind of clear some of those things up. So I do see the 6 of Pentacles under your strain here. So it's in reverse. So that lets me know that, I do feel like there's some balance coming in. Okay. I feel like there's going to be some balance coming back in where you are able to kind of feel a little bit more like you can work with people, like you can get some help if you need it. You will have some things rebalanced. So if they're messing with your money, okay, if this is a family member who's messed with your money recently, okay, spouse went and blew all your money behind your back and you're deciding, do I stay or do I go? Family member who borrowed money that you really needed, said they'd give it back, they're just not. And you're like, okay, do I approach it? Do I not? Is it going to make the strife even worse? It's already an issue. If this is somebody at work who's really messing with your money, they're telling you that they're going to give you a raise, a bonus, whatever, and then they keep, really giving you bad reviews you don't deserve, or passing you over for these things they've promised, or whatever, right? General unfairness, okay, at work. I do feel like that's going to kind of come to a head here, because with this being in reverse, I feel like you're going to get some help from somewhere. Okay. You may have to go, if it is, a family member, you may have to, confront this. You may have to even leave if it's a spouse that's really doing you bad. If it's somebody who is at work, you may have to go above their head. You may have to have a discussion, because I do feel like you are going to be able to balance the scales here. I do feel like you are going to be able to, get some help, but I do believe it's something that you're going to have to kind of force, right? Okay, because it is under this situation here. So I don't think it's something where, it's going to easily come for you. I feel like you're going to have to kind of force it, right? You're going to have to make this happen. This isn't just going to take care of itself again. So with that being in reverse, again, I feel like it's coming for you if you make it happen, but it is absolutely going to require you to kind of force this to happen. You cannot just sit back and allow it. Okay. And if you're just mulling over the decision, like, I'm kind of the person, I don't really want to cross that, I don't really want to approach anything. I don't want to, ruffle any feathers. I don't want to do this or that. You're not going to get what you need here. Okay. You're just not. So the next card here is the Seven of Swords. Okay. And again, this is like picking up, moving on, changing direction, and, taking your strength on it. I'm done with this. I'm leaving behind the junk and I'm taking what I've got because I'm bigger and better than this. But again, this is under your Temperance card. And I feel like if you make the wrong decision here, with this being in reverse, I feel like this is a decision for some of you where you guys are just being too passive. I feel like for some of you, you are making decisions that you don't want to ruffle any more feathers. You're too non-confrontational. You too just, I don't want any more trouble. I don't want to go to HR because then, this one knows that one and it'll just be more trouble. It'll just be harder on me in the long run. I don't want to cause any more trouble with the family. If I confront my significant other about this or this, it'll just blow up more, maybe I'll just turn a blind eye to it. And that is like the absolute worst thing you can do here, because ultimately that's not going to get you the help you want. You do that and your pinnacles are going to be all kind of messed up. Okay. Out of balance. They're going to be out of balance. You are going to be the one needing the help. Okay. And not getting it. Everything's going to be jacked up there. You are going to be the one who's left, standing here wishing that you had the fortitude and strength to pick up and go, but instead you're going to be trapped and stuck in this mess, okay? Probably over and over, because people don't tend to change, especially if they get away with things. They will continue to do those things as long as you allow it, okay? And, you cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different response, right? And your last card in that is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, right? I mean, literally, that's like an abundance card in reverse under that King of Swords in reverse. So if that person is already, messing with you, doing you dirty, it's like, fool me once, shame on you, but fool me twice, shame on me, right? If you let them continue this without standing up for yourself, without, getting help that you need, if you need to call in someone higher up, if it's a work situation, if it's a home situation and you need to address it, confront it, and maybe, cut that person off. If you don't do those things and you make the, passive decision, you're really going to be in a Pentacles issue here, a financial, issue. And this could be something where, there's more financial implications than just that. They could be somebody who, once they get away with one thing, they start trying a lot more. They might run up debt on you. They might be leveraging more stuff. They could, once one person gets away with certain things, there's no telling what else they might try, right? Just, you have to be aware. This is like almost like a warning line here that you need to really, really think about when you're looking at this Temperance card. Really think about standing up for yourself. And again, with it being over top of this, where the best option is to just pick up your swords that you have left and get the heck out of there, get stepping, if you can't get the help you need, then the next thing is to get out, right? Because otherwise you are going to be in one heck of a jam financially, right? So let's see what your higher divination, your spirit, communion of saints, celestial beings, whatever it is you look to for advice. Let's see what they have to say about it, shall we? Okay, so down here we have the Death card in reverse. And this is telling you new beginnings. You've got to start a new beginning, right? You have got to get away from this conflict, okay? You've got to fix it or get away from it, right? You got to start anew, okay? You either got to get the help or you got to get out, okay? But something new has to be started. You cannot continue to do the same thing. This person, this King of Swords person, is taking advantage, okay? I don't care if this is a significant other financially taking advantage of you. I don't care if this is a business partner taking advantage of you. I don't care if this is a person at work who is doing you dirty financially or taking credit for your work, and so you can't ever get your raise, your bonus, your whatever. I don't care if this is a family member who keeps borrowing money. I don't care if they're an addict and they just keep borrowing money saying they'll give it back to you and they don't, and you just keep loaning it to them because you hate to tell people no. You have to do something, okay? Because you have to start fresh, start clean, okay? Spirit's literally telling you, if you don't, you're going to be in a world of hurt, right? Okay, Two of Swords. This is a card that is telling you, you've got to make a decision, and it has to be a hardcore one. You have to be strong. You have to be tough. You have to just, this is somebody who is blindfolded, making a decision in the dark. They know is right. They know they can do it. They don't care. They're cutting through the bull and they're calling it. This is it. I'm done. This is courage. This is courageous, right? This is what Spirit's telling you. You have to make this decision. You can think it through and think it over, and you can think it to death. You can, if you're an overthinker and you want to think this over and over and over and over again and try to change them and hope that you can change them and hope you can talk them into this and that, and maybe they'll change and maybe they'll see the error of their ways and blah, 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 blah. We've all been there. I'm not saying we haven't. There's no judgment here, because we've all been on that side where there's somebody you don't want to say no to, or feathers you don't want to ruffle, or, you feel like it's going to be more trouble than it's worth to even bother. But trust me, with the way things are panning out here, this is the kind of person that will take it to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. That you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile, and it's going to get worse, okay? And Spirit's telling you, look, this is where you either cut it off or things could get really, really ugly, okay? Because your last card is the Emperor in reverse. And ultimately, this is your energy. This is like you falling from grace, okay? Realistically, because this is under their King of Swords in reverse. It's under your Nine of Pentacles in reverse. And I truly feel like this is you as the Emperor in reverse. And this is where, Spirit is telling you, this is you. This is, your kingdom is falling ultimately, okay? This is like the bankruptcy of Rome, okay? This is when the Roman Empire fell, bankrupted itself, right? Okay? You can be the most powerful person in the world, but if you let people keep taking and taking from here and there, eventually that, that cookie jar gets empty, okay? And then you're left with nothing, right? You are just an emperor without a chair to sit on, right? Okay? And what is that? So again, Spirit is telling you, they're warning you in every way and in no uncertain terms. Listen, you have got to put the kibosh on this and start over. If you can't get the help here that you need to fix this and balance it out, okay, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, then you need to get the heck out of there. And if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you're going to be in a world of hurt, okay? And at that point, all we can do is tell you what to do. And that is start over something, doing something else, completely independent from these people, that person in any way, shape, or form, whether it's at work, at home, whatever. Don't lend to them, don't work with them, don't whatever with them, don't have any business dealings with them, period. Make the decision to cut them off and move on with your own life and control your own finances in your own way, or you're going to be in a whole lot of trouble, okay? Honestly. So let's see what the abundance cards have to say for you here, and we'll draw one for each row here to kind of close you out, give you some last bit of advice here on the abundance cards. So, but I do really feel like somebody has really done you dirty. You know, maybe at work, maybe at home, maybe somebody who's just a partner in business, a significant other, you know, somebody who's, could be a tenant, could be anybody who owes you money, you know, anything like that. But it's somebody who's really, you know, not done you right financially. It's messed with your money ultimately, and they're going to continue. And if you keep letting them, they'll keep doing it, and even to a higher degree, because they know they can get away with it. And why would they stop if they can keep getting away with it? So we have a clearing, okay? And this is Spirit telling you, you've got to clear this out, this negative energy, this person, get them out of here. Get help to get them out of here to balance this. If you can't, you need to get out of there and start new. Whatever it is, you've got to clear out that negative person, that negative energy, because that person has no reason to ever be in your piggy bank, okay? In any way. Not by being able to make decisions at work, whether you get a raise or not by borrowing money from you, not by being part of your business, not by being an employee, not by stealing from you, not in any way should they ever have any, you know, any negative energy around you that affects your finances, period, okay? This second one is worth, okay? And again, this is telling you that if you can't get somebody else to help you, for the love of all that's good and holy, make the decision, make that decision, strong decision to make a stand for your self-worth and get out, get away from them. If they are going to allow this to go on at work, then go get a different job, because if they'll do it once to you, they're going to keep you down at that job forever, and you are really in an ultimate dead-end job for you. Okay, if this is a person who's doing you wrong in your family, okay, just because they're family doesn't mean they can't be toxic and don't need cut off, right? You're worth more than that, and they should be treating you that way, okay? If this is somebody that is a significant other and they're not treating you like you're worth anything more than to take from you or be deceitful about finances, funds, whatever, using and abusing you, you know what? If you let them do this to you, you're not standing up for your own self-worth. So this is what, you know, Spirit's telling you. Make a stand for your own self-worth. Get out of there if you have to. But for goodness sake, make a decision that is aggressive to do something about people who are using and abusing you or treating you unfairly or affecting your money, right? Okay, you work hard for that. So, period. And the last one is right action. And, you know, clearly this is coming under this to tell you that this person's not being right to you or just to you. So you need to take the right action, right? We can't control what other people do. We can only control the way we respond, right? We can only control ourselves. So if they won't take the right action by being decent humans to us, they're going to lie, cheat, steal from us somehow that's affecting our money, then we need to take the right actions to protect ourselves. Otherwise, we're an emperor without a kingdom, okay? We have nothing. We're going to be left with nothing, okay? So if we can't trust them to do us right, then we have to defend ourselves. We have to do the right thing to protect ourselves, okay? So I hope if this resonated with you that you will, you know, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff, that you'll look out for yourself. You'll practice, you know, some clearing house of those that are not being fair to you. Otherwise, hope to see you back soon, and have a good one. Bye.